Hello Kaiju fans, welcome back to the Kaiju World Order. My name is MM, and today is a special look at a brand new figure that I just got in the mail today, straight from YMSF/Zero Toys, the Komodo. Now this is a figure based on Komodithrax from Godzilla the series, and before anybody says anything, yes, I know the name is actually Komodithrax with an I, but I just think it looks better with an O, and with this actually not being an official release, Komodothrax it is. So with that said, Komodithrax here is a YMSF figure, so if you're thinking you're going to get one of these and pay like typical movie monster series prices, you're not gonna. Why? Because YMSF, Zero Toys, Raimundo Toys, they are very, very small and very, very unique. It is virtually a one-man show, and it never fails. Every single time a new sculpt like this or a new monster gets revealed from YMSF, there's always that small group that, I don't know why it costs so much. Because it's very, very limited. You are paying for everything here. From the sculpt, to the molding, the painting, it's all pretty much one guy. I don't know what the profit margin is on YMSF figures, but considering he's been doing them for over 20 years now, it has to be pretty good. But with the more he sells, the more cooler sculpts we get, and he has long since done Godzilla 98, which I have one of them right here. Komodothrax is the first official release from YMSF for Godzilla the series Kaiju outside of Godzilla himself. The figure is very nice. It's about 10 inches long, give or take, and has your basic articulation. I'm not going to dig out the microwave, i.e. my light box, just to review this figure. I'm just going to do it here on camera like this. But as you can see, it has typical rotation on the limbs. There's nothing real fancy there. The tail also rotates a bit, but that seems to actually come from the fact that the tail and the body are two different pieces. The paint on this is actually really good. As you can see, I'm going to do a close-up here. There's little teeth that are painted sticking out of her mouth, even though her jaw is closed. The eyes have a really nice white pupil inside of the black. And there's even these little markings on the body that when I first saw the promotional pictures that they did, I thought these were just painted on. But upon actually getting the figure in hand, they're actually sculpted with little bumps, and there's even more ridges that's really hard to see on camera here that are kind of like folds in the skin. They went all out on this sculpt, and they really did not need to, because it is just a cartoon monster. They could have very easily just lazed this thing up and still charged what they normally charge, and I would have still bought it. But the fact that this is very detailed for a cartoon monster, it's something special. You don't get many figures released of obscure older monsters like this. We just don't. Hopefully we will be getting more, and if you're wondering how it compares to, say, the YMSF Godzilla 98, I don't have the Godzilla the series animated one yet. It is on my list to get, but I do have this one here. This is his basic Godzilla 98 sculpt. but in Godzilla the series colors. And as you can see, here is Komodithrax, and she looks great alongside him. I cannot wait till they do more of these monsters. El Gusano, C-Rex, King Cobra, Robo Yeti, Cyber Godzilla. I am here for all of them. Now, as I said, they are a much more expensive figure than your typical vinyls from Bandai. This cost, to get it into the United States, everything counting, was roughly 80 bucks. So, yeah. The price point is not going to be for everybody, especially for a figure that has very limited articulation and really doesn't have any other gimmick besides just being a very unique monster and a very old one, and a monster we never gotten a figure of before. So all in all, this figure is very good. I highly recommend it if you are into Godzilla the series and you want some representation of that series in your collection. This is definitely a way to go. It's a very cool figure, and I highly, highly recommend it. And until next time, Kaiju folks, peace out. And Minya, take it away.
Godzilla says you should like and subscribe.